Oh, thank you for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about closing date exception report in QuickBooks Desktop. So this is QuickBooks Desktop. Closing date exception report in QuickBooks Desktop. So I'm going to go to QuickBooks Desktop here. The one I'm using is a Premier Accountant version. Okay, so it basically first you go to the reports to run this report or set closing date for this report for the first time. Go to reports and then go to accountant and taxes from the reports menu, and then you select closing date exception report. So this is the first time I haven't done any setup anything, so I'll click this. So it'll ask for set closing date. So if you read this, the closing date exception report displays transactions that have been entered, modified on or before a closing date. So it will include all the transactions like your invoice, your check payments, bill, and everything. There is no current or previous closing date, so there are no exceptions to report on solution. So solution is you must set a closing date before running the closing date exceptions report. So once you set up this closing date, basically it'll show, the report will show first recorded or modified after that date was established. Okay, so I'm going to click set closing date now. Okay, it will take you preferences under accounting, and as you can see here, so this is where you need to set the closing date. Set date password is not set yet, so click that one. Okay, and here's a checkbox in here: exclude estimates, sales orders, and purchase order flow from closing date restriction. These are non-posting type, so you may want to select this one, so that way you don't have to you can make changes if you need to on those non-posting type forms. So I'm just going to select closing date for this one. Say I want to select April 30th. Okay, and then the password is set. Okay, so you just need to set up a new password or same password. Okay, click OK, and ready to go. Okay, let's see what happened now. There we go. Okay, so it gives you books closed as of April 30th, 2019. Closing date. So once you make any changes, anything like this, it'll show up in here. So it's you can do customize report a little bit if you want. You can filter it, and a little bit. So anything you want to do. Okay, so once you do this, you want to make this your standard report. Right now this is not a stock report or anything, so you may want to memorize this. So to memorize this like this and save in some folder, accountant or new. You can create a new list if you want. Okay, I'm just gonna use the accountant folder, and if you want to share this report template with others, if you on network, otherwise just leave this blank. Click OK. Alright, so now this one is saved. So now it should be under accountant now. See, closing date exception report. Next time you close this, and once you make any changes, you can come back and see the report in here. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channels. We have all kinds of free video tutorials. We currently have 2 channels: youtube.com/BigBcontroller, the one you're watching. The other one is for QuickBooks Online, youtube.com/QuickBooksQBO. Thank you again.